Make sure all of my shit is together. Mic is on. All right. Hi, friends. It's me. I'm back. Um, let's kind of just talk about it real quick, okay? Last week, that full moon in Gemini really wore me out and told me every which way but loose. And I was so restless, so I just kind of been taking like a lot of extra free time to just kind of rest and relax and get back to myself. So, yeah, I'm feeling really, really good. I hope you guys are feeling really good. Hi, my name is B, just in case if you're new around these parts and if you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. Um, yeah, so this is going to be What Do You Need to Know Wednesday? The usual. I mean, if you don't know by now, I mean, I just feel like you've been living under a rock. I mean, how many times do you want me to say what this is? But anyway, for anyone who's new here, let's just kind of discuss what this video is, right? What do you need to know Wednesday is basically going to be any clarifications and or confirmations that could help you up into this point in the week and or maybe going out into the rest of the week following into the weekend. Okay, this is nothing I say here is meant to trigger you or confuse you at any point of period of the duration of this video. Okay, if you get triggered by anything that I say, turn this off. Maybe I'm not the reader for you. Maybe this isn't the video for you, or maybe this just isn't the time to be trying to get messages. Okay, so yeah, like, subscribe, and all of the fun things like that. I am still running the discount code for 10% off. Come back, okay? You can find the description box and everything else. I mean, you can find my website, excuse me, and everything else you need to know about me or where to find me or the platforms down below in my description box, okay? Um, yeah, this is for December the 10th, because I'm really recording this today early. It's Tuesday. As I'm talking to you, by the time you're watching this, it should be Wednesday and or maybe past Wednesday. Okay, so this is going to be for Wednesday, December the 10th, 2025. Okay, happy Sagittarius season. Okay, I can't believe my birthday is just so close. I have nothing prepared. So Sagittarius of me. I have nothing prepared. I don't know where I'm going for my section. I don't know how I'm getting my hair. I have an idea of how I want my hair. I have an idea of what I want to wear, but have I executed anything lately? No. Everything is very up in the air. The only thing I know for sure is that I want my family to be with me. So I want my cousins to come. A couple of my cousins, really. I want to be around my sister, and I just really mainly want to be around some love. That's really the only main thing that I got. I might just do a big ass birthday sleepover at my house. I kind of wanted to get a section. I don't know. So happy birthday to all the Sagittariuses, okay? All of my December babies, all right? Along with me. Hopefully you got your shit together better than I got my shit together, bitch, because I have nothing prepared. Again, flying by the seat of my pants, as I always do. Anyway, turn this down a little bit. All right, so and it is Party Next Door playing. I do have some nice vibes and jams going. I have my Apple Music on shuffle. So look, whatever come up is whatever come up. Okay. All right. Anyway, so let's go ahead and jump into why we're here. I didn't clown around enough, bitch. Let's kind of get into the main nitty gritty of what this is. All right. So this is going to be for, like I said, Wednesday, December the 10th, and the week of, just as part of these midweek messages. What do we need to know for this Wednesday? I'm starting with my Oracle deck here. What do we need to know for this Wednesday for my collective? For my collective, for those on my timeline, those who need these messages. Allow these messages to find those who need them the most. Allow these messages to find those who need them the most. Allow this video to find those who need them the most. Somebody wants to start over. Don't be surprised if you hear something from someone from the past. As I was shuffling, right, the very last card came out, and what I saw in passing was past life soulmate. The past life soulmate card kind of showed itself to me a little bit, right? You do have the present card. You have throat chakra, which kind of felt reversed. It felt a little weird, so we'll clarify and talk about it. We have the baby card, and we have the starting over card. Okay, somebody might want to start over and have a new beginning with you. This could be someone from the past. Someone could be speaking out, so don't be surprised if you kind of reach out to some people. I can't really remember if the shadow period for Mercury retrograde is over or not yet, but I know that the shadow period still can have some effective potency to it. So don't be surprised. Oh Lord, okay. Abundance then fell out twice, honey. I didn't try to put it back, but it fell right on out. So I guess it's a card that needs to be out or needs to be shown. Strength is down at the bottom of the deck. Money, money, money is here. This feels like don't be afraid to start over with people and or maybe to pursue old things, right? So maybe that's why I kind of needed to bring up Mercury retrograde. I know there's such a huge stigma, right, around not reconnecting with people and beware of people from the past. But sometimes the Mercury retrograde season can also be taken as a very valuable time to really reevaluate, reconnect, and reassess certain relationships too, right? It's not even just people coming back from the past and you're supposed to dodge them, but it's also like this is a time to really go back to the drawing board, rethink, reanalyze, reevaluate, rediscuss, recommunicate, rethink about maybe connecting, and if you want to, if it's something that aligns with you. So it's like, for one, again, there could be a divine present that's coming, right? This present card, it makes me feel good. It feels like something coming back from the past, but the fact that it says present, right? Celebration, divine blessing, right? This could be, it's like beware of people who come up to you, come back into your life, like I said, and it's like you kind of shoot them down a little too quickly. For some of these people that are coming back in, again, the communication could be a little wonky, or they could maybe be a little shy. Maybe you're in communication with people they haven't really expressed exactly what they have to say or want to say or something like that. But this baby and starting over card, especially because the abundance card fell out and clearly wanted to show itself, child. I told you I put it back in my hand and it came right on back out again. So clearly it wants to be seen. There could be something of prosperity. It's like old business people, old contracts, like really kind of rethink about these things. There could be like a new beginning again, but it could be a divine blessing. Like I'm kind of getting again like a reconnecting with an old friend, and then y'all just so happen to maybe go into business together, or again, reevaluating that contract, or rethinking about taking that position, or what I'm saying. It's something like that where it's like a, again, there could be something here. I did see past life soulmate though, like I said, so it feels more person oriented. It feels more like, again, old friends, old flings, old relationships, old colleagues, old co-workers, like, what I'm saying, people that really are meant to be in your life. Again, it says divine blessing, gift. So these are like, it's like beware of people who are meant to be in your life. Strength card down at the bottom of the deck. For some of you in this collective, you might be feeling like, I don't know. Again, retrograde is a thing. If you are keeping up with that, if you are an astrological person, again, because I know, like, for myself, I could be real big on that, where it's like, ooh, I don't know, I gotta kind of pull cards on this, because again, I don't necessarily swear by the transits in astrology, but I am aware of it, so I'm going to be conscious of it. So again, for some of you, it could be that. It could be, again, old flings, old relationships. I'm not saying go back to anybody. So let me disclaimer that too. I don't watch this and then get back with somebody you ain't got no business, and then you blame it on me like, oh girl, I thought you said past. I said people that are in alignment with you, right? Prosperity, abundance, people who are a gift, right? But it's going to be very important for you to not only communicate, but listen to what is being said and not being said. The throat chakra is here. So someone could be maybe giving you some communication. You might need to be giving somebody else some communication or something like that, but making sure that not only you're being expressed and you're like being heard, but you're listening also. What are they saying to you? What are they not saying to you? Again, don't blame it on me like, oh, I just told you to get back with anybody. No, this needs to be a proper start over. You see, we have the starting over card here. Right? So again, this needs to be, again, like starting over from scratch. New boundaries, a new foundation, really scrapping the old and really thinking about the new and how you can move forward in this newness. That ain't going to apply for everybody, so don't make that shoe fit. Okay? It's Love by Jill Scott playing. I do kind of want to clarify a couple of things. We'll be at 9 minutes. I wanted to pull an oracle, but I'm kind of interested in what just came out right now. So I'm just gonna jump in with some tarot. Give me what this surprise is. What is this surprise for my collective, especially because I'm seeing the past life soulmate card. But yeah, intuitively, I'm getting a big energy of, like, again, don't be so quick to shoot certain connections down. Okay, this week, don't be so quick to, what you need to know Wednesday is you might have some old people, past life people probably coming back. You might even have some new people, right? For some of you, it don't even, this past life soulmate person doesn't even necessarily have to be someone old. Okay, because starting over don't always mean with the same motherfucker. For some of you, it's the same person and they want to start over with you. For others of you, this is starting over with a new person. Again, this energy is a new person. But it's like, don't be so quick to shoot them down. Don't be so quick to shoot it down, regardless of what it is. Again, you could be networking with somebody and you fuck around and end up declining doing something. But it's like, little do you know, this could really be a whole new start for you, a brand new beginning. And it's a divine blessing. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? So let me see. What is this present that we're anticipating this week? What is the present that's being anticipated this week? Hermit card is here, Virgo energy. Okay, Virgo, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. We do have the world card reversed. For some of you, this is somebody who feels like they have unfinished business with you. They could be a Virgo, or you could be a Virgo watching this. This is somebody who feels like they have unfinished business with you for sure. Yeah, King of Swords is down at the bottom of the deck. They haven't said anything though, right? Like I said, I told you this throat chakra kind of fell out a little weird. Didn't I say that? Whereas like this throat chakra card kind of fell out a little wonky, but I'll take it. You know, so this already make me feel like there's someone who's not exactly communicating something. This feels like for some of you who might have past life baggage, or people, again, like old people, old feelings, right? Again, Mercury retrograde type energy. Like I said, for some of you, this person might really be sincere. They might really be serious, but they could just have a very afflicted and like I'm hearing afflicted and fucked up way is what I'm hearing. They might have a very afflicted and fucked up way of articulating themselves. They might be shy. Again, they might feel timid. They might have grown up feeling unheard. So this is someone who really struggles with really expressing themselves, struggle with using their throat chakra. They might even struggle with listening just as much as they struggle with actually expressing themselves. But are they serious about maybe wanting a new beginning with you? Yes. But the present feels like someone who feels like they don't have unfinished business with you. The surprise feels like for some of you, this is someone who is finally kind of coming out of their hermit mode energy, coming out or trying to come out of a period of not communicating to you. They're trying to get out of like their shell on that, right? Get over feeling timid, feeling unheard. But they feel like they have unfinished business with you. So this feels like it could come as a surprise to you this week for some of you. Where that applies though, I'm being brought back to this starting over card. Remember that this is a start over, so they don't need to be the same person. If this is gonna work, y'all need to, they and you, both of you, need to be a different motherfucker, need to grow into a different space and organize differently. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles also just flipped over and flipped out into my lap, right? So again, it's about juggling or balancing really the energy, the investment, right? At the end of the day, the Knight of Pentacles, this is a Three of Pentacles energy. You know I like to count up. So again, it's very much giving like being a team. It takes two to tango, right? Is kind of what's coming to me, right? Just as much as you need to be balancing your individual life with your relationship life, they need to be doing the same thing. And while y'all do that, it needs to be coincided as a team, right? Three of Pentacles energy, to make sure that it's really progressing, really meeting in the middle. You really see some tangible progress. You see tangible results. You see things materializing. You see it coming together. That matters, because you have to have that. So just remember, for those of you where it's like an old connection. Again, y'all still got to be a team. It ain't just enough that they now want to express how they feel. Cool, but can we still build this together? How well can we put together our practical process, our practical efforts, our consistency, our energy, right? Two of the Pentacles is about energy. How well are you balancing your energy? Can you balance your individual life while also working on us and weaving that shit together, while we all weave it together to really see it come together and materialize in a real life? A foundation, a sense of security. New cycles is in this card. It says it in the starting over card. You have new cycles. You have the wheel card. The world card. Excuse me. It is reversed. So again, it's about cycles. So again, it ain't just enough that they want to come back and feel like they have unfinished business. Cool, but we have to at some point close out that business and then start a new business contract, because we have unfinished business. Is what this feels like. Again, Queen of Wands is down at the bottom of the deck. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus here. Again, for some of you, this is about maybe your throat chakra, right? with this Queen of Wands down at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this feels like your throat chakra. Needing to really stand up for what you want, stand up for what it is that you believe, understand that your shit don't stink. Really know what your value is, your worth is, and really call it, and don't budge and don't buckle. Queen of Wands is someone who already knows what she deserves. She knows she's that person. He knows he's that guy. Confident, right? I don't really got to too much get on. I ain't got to lift a finger. I'm already knowing what it is. Because I'm just that confident. So it's like, again, how well are you setting that tone? How well are you setting that boundary? Yep. Excuse me. Give me the starting over energy. Not I just... I'm having throat chakra issues. Give me this starting over energy. Yep. Like I said, practical effort, practical process, right? The first card that came out, 10 of Pentacles. So again, starting over, a new boundaries, some new foundations, a new cycle, right? What does it say in this card? Rebuilding after a hard phase, setting new boundaries and foundations, changing, rebranding, new cycles, lifestyle changes, finding yourself, self-improvement, and starting from scratch. Very, very, very on brand with this 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, the practical effort of the thing. It's not even just enough that we want a family and a white picket fence and a beautiful wedding and how many kids and then we're going to name our dog this. It's not even just enough about that. The fantasy is nothing. But what is the step-by-step practical effort to make sure that the thing works? Right? For those of you where this isn't old, this could be, again, someone new. Like I said, this could be your throat chakra where you meet new people. Queen of Swords reverse. But see, you're not asking these questions right out the gate. You're not asking these questions right out the gate. To say, what is the practical effort? What is the practical thing? For some of you where you're starting over in a new environment, like I said, this isn't anyone old, but maybe you're dating now, or maybe people are coming out of the woodworks, or maybe you're getting courted by new people and new suitors, right? Things can be prosperous for you. Things can start looking up for you in the intimacy, love, romance department is what this even feels like. But it feels like, again, how well are you really setting those boundaries out the gate? Queen of Swords, reverse. This feels like somebody ain't speaking. Queen of Swords is someone who is very clear about what she wants, how she feels, where her head is, and is very logical in that. But when you have a weak throat chakra, how well are you coming in and already kind of setting the tone and the precipice for what it is that you want, how you feel, and how this is going to go? What is the practical effort, step by step of the thing? It ain't enough to just be liking somebody and you in la la land and shit. That ain't enough. It'll never be enough. Oh, he's just so handsome. We're going to get married, and then our kids' names are going to be... Hell no. Start asking these people what they really want. Start asking these people how they really feel. Out the gate, start already setting the tone. And I'm learning to kind of have a balance on it, so I wouldn't necessarily say date 1, but I'd say by date 3, y'all need to have a goal. It's somebody... We're going to have to... Let's go ahead and start putting some stuff on the table. Right, because you don't want to set a whole different tone for something that you don't want, right? You ever been in a relationship with somebody, they doing some shit you don't want, you don't really like, but you ain't trying to just, you know what I'm saying, say nothing right away. It's like, oh, hell no. Start saying something. Of course, you don't want to scare nobody away, so don't necessarily do the shit date 1, but you got to find a way to ease that shit in, or else you're going to find yourself in a cycle that you don't want to be in. You're going to find yourself in a lot of relationships and connections and friendships and shit that you don't want to be in. You got to start setting the tone for something very early. How good are you expressing the things that you already need the pace for? That's how we starting over. That already set the foundation, that already set the pace, that already set the tone for the cycle that we about to be in. So make sure that whatever tone you setting is one that you can live with, or else you might have some problems a little long. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, it just feels like for some of you, again, where you're single, making sure that you do that. If you want new beginnings, right, that's fine, but making sure how well are you expressing yourself in that and being honest with yourself and your suitors with that. This throat chakra card, it says, when balanced, you are self-expressive, honest, and a good listener. When imbalanced, you feel timid, unheard, withdrawn, or feel the need to talk very little or talk a lot. But I don't know. This is giving the energy of Queen of Swords reverse. Talk very little. So again, how well are you doing a practical effort on that? Again, if you're getting in relationships, if you know you want a real committed relationship, how well are you meeting people and kind of already letting them know before it get too far ahead? Like, So this is what I kind of want. Yeah, I don't know what you're looking for. Well, matter of fact, even asking, what are you looking for? What are your intentions? Pay attention to that. I think I asked somebody that the other day, child. He stalled me out to the very next day, then wanted to answer it and act like, oh, I just want to make you my boo, but you are full of shit, sir. Yeah, ain't no way you think I'm buying it. When we was on a date, I asked you what are your intentions. You alley-ooped it to the waiter and shit. Oh, because I mean, what does going with the flow mean? What does this going with the vibe mean? Like well, she said that, I didn't say that, but you also never answered my question, right? So it's kind of like that type of thing. You never said you was just going with the vibe, and you ain't really got no intentions. You just vibing. You know what I'm saying? But then you never also necessarily answered to say whatever it was the answer was anyway. Then when I bring it up later, you don't say nothing. Right? So again, making sure that you're being clear out the gate and paying attention too about again what's going on around you. Pay attention to what people are saying and what they're not saying, because a lot of people can tell you a lot about what they're saying in the midst of what they're not saying. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, again, you didn't necessarily say you was going with the vibe, and you just was going with a vibe with me, but you also didn't say, yeah, I'm looking for somebody I can marry because I'm really trying to, be serious, and I would really like to, yeah. So again, making sure that you pay attention to that. These are the things you need to be making sure of for those of you who are single and you want a divine gift and a divine surprise. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like, again, for those of you who are single, there is a divine gift, a divine surprise coming for you, something that you'll be very happy about. You know what I'm saying? Where it does give family. It does give prosperous. It does give fresh start from all of the old bullshit and baggage that you've been through with friends and lovers and family, and where things are prosperous and abundant and y'all understand each other, and it's just a period of increase in your life and everything is joyous and amazing. But how well can you use that motherfucking throat chakra? Yeah, what's the name of this? Eye to eye? We see eye to eye. Yeah, exactly. Off of the, what is it, the Huncho Jack album. So yeah, making sure that you're really communicating with people about that. For some of you, again, this is someone old. This feels like the old connection, and it feels like someone who is struggling really, really bad with communicating themselves. And where that applies, I feel like you the one not talking because you ready to start over. But this feels like someone old. Virgo could be a Virgo. Virgo, this could be someone old that you know. But this feels like it'll come as a surprise to you. And then when they come, for those of you who have, y'all are really not communicating. Wow. Whoever this is really struggling. Because every time I tap back into the energy of this old person, my throat is just scratchy. So I guess they really be struggling. What was I saying? For those of you when they come back, right? Whenever they come back for you, um, and they communicate whatever this is, you need to be able to communicate also, again, what your practical effort is, or you need to be able to communicate what you need out of them to make sure that practical effort is given, right? If you're going to have a restart, and if you're going to start over, you need to set some new boundaries. And that's how you're gonna see a period increase. But it's gonna work. Is they have to kind of work on their throat chakra. I don't feel like, for those of you where this is someone old, I don't feel like you have an issue with your throat chakra at all showing up as this Queen of Wands. I feel like you're just choosing not to say anything. Probably because, again, they're gonna struggle anyway with theirs. Sorry, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like it's this. Hold on, cause that shit killing me. Sorry, girl, my bad. Anyway, yeah. So I just feel like, for those of you, like I said, it's an old person. Children might be involved. You might have a child with this person. You might want a child with this person, or this could just be, again, a conception of a new beginning. Baby, next to starting over does make me feel like, again, this is a double emphasis on a new beginning. So for some of you, again, this is someone old. There might be a potential for a new beginning, but it's gonna be about how y'all play it. They're gonna have to actually learn how to communicate. You're gonna have to learn how to actually figure out what the practical step-by-step is. Make sure you communicate that you need to know what it is. Have a very thorough conversation. This is not the time to be tucking your tail. but watch how you do it. Don't come off bitter and cold. Queen of Swords reverse can be a very bitter, very cold kind of energy sometimes. So watch how you're expressing yourself if you actually want to get a like proper step by step plan. I feel like this person can help you, but if they're a shutdown type and you're a very over aggressive communicator type, as Queen of Swords can be a very like I'm a very cut down type of person. I'm hearing, it'll only just add more fuel to this fire. um, Give me a couple cards here. We'll be at 25 minutes. Can't be wasting my time by Mona Lisa. I really like this song too. You can't be wasting my time. Okay? So make sure you don't waste your own time. Make sure they're not wasting your time. Make sure you don't waste your own time. Okay? What is this? Where are we going with it? What does it look like? What is the step-by-step process? What are your intentions here? How are we going to get there? You said they said a man's supposed to lead, right? Where are you leading me to? And I need you to break it down to me on how we going to get there. Men, if you have a woman, look, I'm supposed to be leading. This is my breakdown on how I'm gonna get you there. Lay out some rules on how you need us to fill in and help for you. If you feel like in your what they be saying in my program strict. Okay, I need the rules of your program. Okay, break that shit down to me like I'm 5. And I need you to explain to me like I'm 5 on a step-by-step process on how we gonna get there, okay? And you need to be real clear on that. So that's why look, keep it down. Ain't nobody wasting your time. You're not wasting your own time either. Ain't nobody wasting nobody's time. We are being very clear about it. But it's like, make sure that people not wasting your time. What you need to know this week, you might be having some people popping up. You might be meeting some new people. Shit, it might be new people who want to start over with you because they just got out of something. You might want to start over with somebody new because you just got out of something. You might have some old people coming back who really want to start over with you, and they might secretly be divine blessings. Don't block your blessings because you want to be bitter and low down. Okay, if they want to be starting over with you, you need to be laying down the rule book on how that shit gonna work, how that shit look like for you. Listen to them for how it's gonna work for them, and then meet in the middle and actually be able to be a team to again progress and see things materialize, see the connection really grow, really see things progress. You know what I'm saying, and really move forward with things. Even if it's a contract, same way. Because again, 3 of Pentacles, as I was showing you both the cards, 3 of Pentacles can also indicate contracts. So again, if this is business, if this is contract, if you starting over in a new company or anything like that, make sure that shit is the way you like it. Don't set the tone for nothing. Okay, I look at the gate. This is how I needed you to change my contract. Adjust it like this, adjust it and work it, twerk it like that. Because outside of that, it's not gonna work. Don't set a tone and agree to nothing in a contract that you know in the long run you probably gonna have a problem with this. Don't agree to nothing in your relationships, okay, that you might eventually have a problem with. Patience card down at the bottom of the deck. You do have the third chakra, right? The solar plexus. You do have walking away. You do have angel of love, and then you do have door to romance. So this clearly is very love related. For some of you, again, you just walked away from something. You were very confidently walking away from something. For some of you, this isn't necessarily old. So again, just catch it. I'm throwing a lot in the air right now. I know. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. For some of you, this is not anyone old. You finally got the confidence, or you're finally getting the confidence to leave. But there's still something with your throat chakra, whether it be how you speak over yourself and over your love life. Okay, because life and death is in the power of the tongue, so be very mindful on how you speak over your love life. Be very mindful on how you speak over yourself. All right, but this also feels like be mindful too of like just being vulnerable and being open. Okay, tell people what you need from them. Tell people what you expect and out the gate. Don't leave no room for error. Don't leave no stone unturned neither. Out the gate, you need to already know what it is. And again, pay attention to the signs like I just told you on when you know you have fiddlers and bullshitters around you. Because, girl, my bullshit meter done got so good, bitch, a motherfucker can't ever run nothing on me. I'm already knowing what it is. Then that same man just the other day asked, like, oh, you know, I just had a dream about you. Just the other day, actually, I said, oh, yeah, you know about what? All of a sudden, it's like, oh, you were feeding me. Bitch, what are we in high school? Oh, all of a sudden you had a dream about me. Go ahead on with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But again, just the other day I asked you what your intentions was, and you stalled me out for a day and a half and act like, oh, I don't even, I didn't answer your question. What are you talking about? Yeah, okay. Anyway, so like I said, for others of you though, again, this is like learning how to be vulnerable. You have new love coming. You confidently just walked away from something. Okay. We know that your heart feels very, very tender and soft right now. Okay. Be patient with yourself in this process, but it'll be worth it for you to really open up and give your heart to someone else. Okay. This same message I feel like could apply to old people, where it's like this is your old relationship. But where that's the case, I feel like you need to be a little more discerning with your heart. Don't let this person come back in and you just give them your heart right away. Okay? Like even with the walking away card, you see how she looking behind her, right? But it's like she ain't turned around. She just looked behind her. But she ain't walked back that way. So for me, it's kind of giving like, hold your horses. Again, patience, right? Hold your horses, patience. Be confident in knowing that things are going to work out, you know. But I wouldn't hold my breath just yet, because it's like I don't know, I'm getting your energy of, again, let this person kind of prove it to you. Even bottom of the deck, up under that is appreciation. Let this person prove it to you. This person needs to prove it to you. You know what I'm saying? They need to show you they appreciate you. They need to show you that they care. They need to show you that they're coming back, and that they really can start over with you, and that they really can give you the practical effort that you need, and that there really is a period of increase. I wouldn't really do much until I saw the period of increase. I don't expect you to be capable. You got the world right in your hands. Okay, objects in the mirror. Yeah. All right, friends. Well, that's really all I have for you. I think "Objects in the Mirror" by Mac Miller is a very perfect closing out song. So again, this is what you need to know this Wednesday. Just make sure you don't block your blessings for some of you. That's the main thing I'm getting. For some of you, this is really something to start over. Okay, don't be bitter. Okay, and for others of you, it's like, but again, be discerning. You don't gotta run off and grab nothing tomorrow because B the tarot reader said no. Think about it, sleep on it, meditate on it, smoke a blunt, take a shot, okay? Turn around twice in the shower, bitch, and really kind of think about what it is that you're gonna do and go from there. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, whatever you do, use your throat chakra, okay? And be confident in whatever this is that you got going on. All right. Again, my name is B. Just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this, like, share, subscribe. Drop me some comments. Let me know if this resonated, how it resonated. You can find everything you need to know about me down below in the description box. Yeah, code comeback, COMEBACK, for 10% off. Lovely, lovely discount at the checkout. And yeah, I'll see you over on the next video. Bye.